Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make pecan pie brownies. Oh yeah, I had a request to make pecan pie brownies, so here we go. That's what we're going to do. They're really easy to do, simple ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get baking. Down below in the description box, you'll find the list of the ingredients and their amounts. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 Celsius. And now we need to make the brownies base first, and it's just a normal brownie recipe, whatever your favorite brownie recipe is. I'm just going to use the Supreme Chocolate Chunk Brownie Mix from Betty Crocker. I have a scratch brownie recipe already that you can find here on my channel. I'll put a link down below where you can find that, and up in the eye you'll find that link to that from scratch brownie recipe. Since I already have a video on that, I'm not going to show you how to make the brownie from scratch. So let's pour this in there in a large bowl. Let's add 1 egg, 1/3 cup of oil, and 1/4 cup of water. I use filtered water because my tap water is gross. And these are just the ingredients on the box. And now let's mix these together. You could mix the water and the egg and the oil first together if you wanted. No need to use a hand mixer, just use a wooden spoon, silicone spoon, fork. A whisk won't do the trick because this batter's a little too heavy unless you have a really sturdy whisk. Give that a good mix until the batter is nice and mixed, like that. Okay? Awesome. Now take an 8x8 pan or 11x7-inch pan, and we will pour the brownie mix in there. The brownie batter. Make sure to scrape it all out of the pan or the bowl. And I greased that pan with shortening, or you could just spray it with cooking spray. And just spread it out if you need to, so it's even. And then we're going to bake this in the oven for about 25 minutes. We are not going to bake it for as long as it says on the back of the box at first, okay? Because once we make the pecan topping, we're going to bake it further. So we'll just bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. And now when you have about 3 minutes left on the brownies, let's make the pecan pie topping. I take 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, give that a good whisk, 1/4 cup of corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of butter that I just melted, and so it's not really hot but just barely melted. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar that was packed. That's how you measure brown sugar using American Standard measurements, is you pack it in firmly till it fills up the cup. Otherwise, just do the weight measurement if you are using metric. And down below in the description, you'll find the metric measurements as well. Switch to my whisk and whisk that together. And now we add the pecans. I have 2 cups of pecans. You could add a little bit more or a little bit less. And this becomes our pecan pie topping. Pretty awesome. All right, and then you pull the pan out of the oven using a hot mitt, and then we will put the top of this on the brownie. Smells fantastic. And we'll just spread it out evenly on top. And now we will bake it for another 20 to 25 minutes until it's done. Make sure to check it after about 15 minutes. And if the nuts on top, the pecans on top are getting too dark, then you can cover it with foil. On to that step. All right, now once it comes out of the oven, it'll look something like this. You'll notice around the edges, it bleeded a little bit. It's wound up being caramel. And just let it sit and cool completely, and then we'll cut into it. And once it has cooled, you'll notice it looks pretty much identical to what a pecan pie looks like on top. Now let's take something like a butter knife or a cake spatula, and you're going to gently go around the edges here. Now that caramel siding might have stuck a little bit, so just kind of dig at it a little bit to peel it away from the side. Another thing you can do is you can always just put parchment paper in here and bake it in that. Okay, once you get the sides kind of all peeled away, we can go ahead and cut into it and cut the brownies whatever size that you want. On an 8x8 pan, I usually just do nine squares. And the more you chill it or cool it, the firmer it'll be. This is just a slightly warm. See if I can get this first one out. The first one is always the hardest. There we go. Look at that. A nice fudgy brownie with a pecan pie top. Awesome. All right, the pecan pie brownies are done and turned out fantastic. Really easy to do, simple ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Oh yeah, so excited. Mmm.